Well, hello everybody. Today is Tuesday and I haven't written in the last few days, but I've been thinking about my research question and I realized that I didn't really have a concrete research question. So in the past couple days, I've been really trying to formulate my research question, be able to write it in one sentence, and that has really helped me because I tend to get very caught up in the research and all of the information, and I forget, what is my research question? I didn't really have a very clear research question, which is largely the reason why it was so difficult for me to write. So I'm hoping to write some today, but I have this, I don't want to say a new direction, but more focus now. That's what's going on. Well, today is Thursday. I did not write on Tuesday, as I said I would. I did write, however, yesterday. I wrote for 2 hours. I ended up with the same number of pages as I began with because I ended up removing a paragraph, moving one to the top, and of course adding new things. As I'm becoming more and more aware of what my question is, what I have already written in parts has to be rewritten before I can add new things. Or maybe I'll be adding new things while I'm rewriting. That's just so typical of how I write. But anyway, this vlog this week is not as thorough as last week's. I apologize. So since I am studying here, I thought I'd show you the foreign language section of the Bibliothèque de la Cité, which belongs to the public library in Geneva. I rewrote my outline, and so as you can tell, this is a very, very detailed outline, often writing multiple outlines because, as you can tell, I have difficulties knowing what direction to take and focusing on my question. So today I wrote almost 500 words. I wrote a page and a little bit, and I'm actually really happy with that because that is the introduction to my paper, more or less. So I clearly stated what my argument is. I clearly said that, I'm dividing up this field statement into 3 parts. I'm trying this because I know that, we don't use the first person singular pronoun, but I have become much more open to using the first person singular because I see it in a lot of academic papers, especially in the introduction where, you're trying to say, this is what I'm going to show. I'm dividing up my paper into 3 parts. The first 2 parts are summarizing existing scholarship, the third part being about, the hole that I'm hoping to fill. And the 3 are connected to each other, so I think that this is going to work out. I'm really happy with the introduction. My first draft is due on Monday. I set the deadlines with my advisor, so I'm going to have to do that despite being out of town this weekend. But I think it's okay. I'm feeling a lot better now. Today was a great day. Well, hello again. Today is Wednesday of the following week. I finished my field statement Monday evening. It was 9 pages and a little bit, and I'm going to receive feedback at the end of the month, so I will still have time to develop certain elements, but I'm feeling pretty good about the field that I have chosen. I do think that the questions that I'm asking are important. I think that I'm proposing to do research that hasn't been done before, so that's really good. Last weekend I was at Neuchâtel, which is a nearby canton, and I had to hike up this mountain, and I am so out of shape that it took me days to recover. It was insane, but I'm so glad I did it. It was a beautiful, beautiful place. It's not a city. There are, of course, all of the sort of stores that you would expect in a city, but for the most part there's farms and cows, and I got to see a real castle for the first time in person, like actually touch it. I mean, I'd seen it in the train. But yeah, that was really, really amazing. So I will insert some images. Now, I am thinking of doing NaNoWRIMO for the first time in November. Mostly because I think that writing 1,666 words a day for 30 days in November will be really good practice and hopefully will help me be more efficient as a writer. Despite NaNoWRIMO being about writing a novel, I consider doing something different in November, like maybe ACWRIMO, which is an academic writing month, which is based off of NaNoWRIMO, but you don't write 50,000 words. But the area I really want to improve on is efficiency, and I think that this could be a great way to do that. I also have a story that I've been wanting to write for a while, so I could, start doing that. I'm really nervous to announce this before actually doing it, but I do need to get to writing an outline, a detailed outline, figuring out what's going to go where, because we all know now that I need a lot of organization to get any writing done. So I only have a few weeks to do that. For NaNoWRIMO, I'm going to think about it as a zero draft. Kate Kavanaugh talks about this a lot, and a zero draft kind of takes the pressure off feeling like this is a first draft, which always feels very much more official for me as somebody who likes to have a pretty polished first draft. A zero draft is just an acknowledgement that it's just getting words on the page. I hope you guys are all well, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.